It's a correct question. Why is it a correct question, Den? What makes you think that it's okay to ask a perfect stranger if you have children? Please tell me. Have you ever seen me before? Have you ever met me before? Den. I have about 65,000 followers around the world here on Hello Talk. And one of the things that I like to do is tell people about the different ways you should act among different cultures. And in general, no matter what culture you come from, it's really weird to ask a very personal question to somebody you don't know. It's really weird. Are you married? Do you have children? How many times a week do you like to have sex? That's weird, man. That's weird. That's weird. No, it's not just me. It's not just me. I literally turned on the camera, and 2 seconds later, you're asking me a very personal question without introducing yourself at all. Okay? That's weird. From any country, that's weird. Okay? So, chill out, sit back, and you can ask normal questions to start with, and maybe try introducing yourself. That would be a good place to start. Okay? Any conversation should start with an introduction. Strange. Very strange. Hello, do you have children? Weird. Very weird. Okay. Let's see if we can talk to some people who are going to ask me normal questions. Judgment much? Okay, so hello Serena, hello Ronald, good to see you again. And Yuri, I'm ready to take people on the stage if you want to come on the stage. Hello Heidi. The topic today is just speaking practice. So you can come talk to me and speak with me, or if you have questions about English, you can ask me questions about English. I would advise that you not ask me questions like, are you married, without introducing yourself first. Hello, Aida. Krupa. Hello, Krupa. Krupa, that's a cool name. I like that name. There's a very famous American jazz drummer named Gene Krupa. He spells his last name the way you spell your first name. Gene Krupa. I'm drinking coffee, Mustafa. I always have coffee in the morning because I don't like the morning and the morning doesn't like me. So I need coffee to get going. Is my t-shirt from a college? No, it just says lucky. Although today I'm not feeling very lucky with that start so far. Hello, Tara. Okay, I'll bring you up, Yuri. Just 1 second. Can I explain the word stall? Stall has many different meanings. When it's a noun, a stall is the place where we keep a horse, usually. The horse is kept in a stall. Okay? Well, inside a barn, we have many stalls for different horses. Okay? But to stall as a verb means to try to get somebody to delay something. So if I say, Let me talk for a while. Let me talk for a while. Let me talk for a while. Wait, wait, wait. We're going to talk for a while. I'm stalling from bringing people up on the stage. Okay. To stall means to try to delay something somehow. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think if there are any other meanings of the word stall. I think those are the two main meanings. All right. So let me first bring up who was it again? Where did she go? Yuri. Let me bring up Yuri, and then I will answer some more questions. That was weird. What just happened there? Hello, Yuri.
Hello. Can you
How?
hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah, I can hear you very
Okay,
well.
great.
How are you doing
Yeah.
today?
I am well, honestly today is a holiday here, like the last holiday that I've got.
Is that
But
what? Is that Singapore? What? No. What is that? What flag is that?
no, it's Indonesia. Yeah.
Indonesia. That's not the
Yeah.
Indonesian flag, though.
Oh, that one is Malaysia because I
Oh.
have been
Ah.
living there for
Ah.
4 years and
Ah.
then I just
Ah.
come back
Ah.
to
Okay. Yeah.
Indonesia. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, your English is really good.
I don't think so. Because I'm not satisfied with the way I talk, with the way I express myself in English. Yeah.
Okay. Why? You sound great to me so far.
Uh, you know what? Like if we having a small talk, I mean it's okay for me. I can still handle it. But like when I have to talk like in a long time, no, I screwed up.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Well, why do you think
Yeah.
that is?
Maybe because there are some topics that I know, maybe
Mm-hmm.
about the vocabulary as well, because if I, let's say, if I try to talk about politics, there are some words that I know, and there are some words that I didn't know about.
Right.
So, yeah,
Okay. Well,
it's like,
that's pretty normal when you're speaking in a second language. Those are really advanced topics you're talking about, right? So,
yeah.
uh,
Hmm.
so one of the things I teach here is that the secret of language is that it starts in the mind, that you have to learn how to think in English. If you can't think in English, then you never are going to be able to speak well in English, right? Many people are trying to think in their native language and translate everything, and that doesn't work. You cannot do that. You have to think in the language you're trying to speak. But I teach 4 steps of how to learn how to think in English. And the fourth step is learning how to think about topics like politics and religion and philosophy and science and medicine and history. Those are really, really difficult topics to think about. So I speak Chinese, but I can't talk about any of those things in Chinese. My Chinese is not good enough for the same reason. I don't have the vocabulary, and I'm not able to think about those complicated topics yet in a second language. So, what I would tell you is if that's something that you really want to do, it's going to take a lot of thinking before you speak. So, you have to be able to think about these topics in English before you ever speak about them. Right? So, contemplation, we call that contemplation. You need to contemplate these ideas and really think about how you're going to say them in English. And yeah, it requires a lot of vocabulary. There's a whole lot of vocabulary that you're going to need to review or learn in order to speak well about those types of subjects. But again, that's the final step of my thinking process, and nearly no one gets to that process almost everybody, it takes them a long time to get to that step, that level. So that's why, again, I would say your English is quite good. Could you speak at the
Thank you.
UN about something like, diplomatically? Maybe not, but I think you can handle about maybe 90% of the regular conversations in the world. That's really good. Okay.
Sometimes if people try to say something that I do know about, or the topic it wasn't familiar for me, I try to like express myself with a simple word. So for example, if people told me that, hey, do you need a, what you call it, culture?
Cultural?
I mean, like when you go to the restaurant and then they give you like a culture, yeah, like a pair of spoon and fork. There
Oh,
is a word for it.
cutlery, cutlery.
Cutlery, yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes
cutlery.
I forgot that word. Can you give me please like spoon and fork?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Sometimes
Or
I
the
just
other
make
word
it easy.
you can say is utensils. Utensils or
Oh, okay.
cutlery. Yeah, both are this. It's about the same meaning.
Wow.
But you
I
can also
thought when
say spoon and
about
fork. There's nothing wrong
utensil,
with
I
there, there's nothing wrong with saying spoon and fork.
okay.
Albert Einstein
Yeah.
said, "If you can't explain it simply, then maybe you don't really understand." So you don't always need to use
Oh.
big words. I never use them
Mm-hmm.
on my live stream. When I'm speaking here, I almost never use them. That doesn't mean I don't know them. It means that in general, it's always best to make conversation in its simplest form. What's the
Mm-hmm.
point of using big words in a situation where they're not necessarily needed? So you could say spoon and fork, and there's nothing wrong with that. Could I have a spoon and fork? As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that that's what I would say at any restaurant. If I needed a spoon and fork,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say, "May I have some utensils, please? May I have some cutlery, please?" No,
Yeah.
no. I would say, "Can I have a spoon and fork, please?" And I'm a
Yeah.
native, so again, it's good to want to push yourself. It's good to want to know other ways to say something with more formalized vocabulary or other synonyms for things. That's good. But don't feel
Mm.
like you always have to make your language more complicated than it needs to be. It's normal and natural for language to filter down to its simplest form. Okay?
I see. Yeah. I've got one quick question for you.
Sure.
So, okay, we are on Hello Talk, right?
Hmm.
And I think we know that there are a lot of people who use these apps. But I'm just wondering, like how, like, do you think what is the best way to approach someone? Okay, a lot of people say hello, how are you? But
Yeah.
like, any special ways,
Yeah, I talk about this
Yeah.
often, actually. Yeah.
What?
There are special ways. Well, let me put it to you this way 95% of the people who download HelloTalk, they delete the app probably within the first day or week. And the reason why is because they don't know how to talk to people. And I don't mean they don't have good English. What I mean is, I get messages every day, many of them, 10, 20, 30, 40 messages from people who just do this. And that's not waving. Waving is not, that's nothing. That's not an introduction. Nobody's going to reply to you. If you walk down the street and you wave to somebody, are they going to stop and talk to you? No, they might wave back to you, but they might also look at you a little funny because I don't know you, so why are you waving at me? Or they'll say, "Hello, my name is blah, blah, blah. Will you teach me English?" No, I will not. I don't know you. Who are you? Why are you asking me to do you a favor? No. So here, if you want to know how to get somebody to actually speak to you on HelloTalk, you should say, "Hello, my name is Yuri. I'm from Malaysia. Nice to meet you. I read your profile and I see that you like movies. I like movies too. Can you tell me the name of your favorite movie so I can check it out? Hello, my name is Yuri. I'm from Malaysia. Nice to meet you. I read your profile and I see that you like cooking. I like cooking too. Can you give me a recipe from your culture that I can try sometime? Talk about their profile because you read their profile. If you didn't read their profile, then don't message them. Talk to them after you read their profile and then engage them with a question that is a normal question like, hey, I see you like this. I like that too. Or I think that's interesting. You know, I see you like fishing. Can you tell me about the biggest fish you ever caught? I see that you like travel. Which countries have you been to and what's your favorite one and why? You know, these are questions that will get a reply. But if you just get on there and you just say, will you please teach me English? That's number one, it's weird because, again, they don't know you. And two, why would a perfect stranger teach you? It's weird if you think that there are just people waiting around to teach you. No, those people, the people who are waiting around to teach you, they're called teachers and you have to pay them. So if you want an actual teacher to teach you, then you need to pay them. Being a teacher is a real job, and that means that you have to pay for it. So I do these live streams, and I teach people here for free because I want to meet new students that will pay me, but also because I love to talk to people around the world and help people as much as I can. But the majority of people on here are just regular natives who don't necessarily even know how to teach. Just because you're from America doesn't mean you know how to teach at all. But here's what they can do. They can help you. They can't teach you, but they can help you. So if you get to know them and they become your friend, friends help each other. So after you make an introduction properly and you start talking, you can tell them, you know, hey, anytime I make a mistake, it would be great if you could correct me a little bit. But don't just expect that some random guy from America is going to know how to teach you or want to teach you. Okay? If you want a teacher, get a teacher. That's why my name says Teacher Mark, because I am a teacher. So that's the biggest problem is people here, they just are too lazy to make a proper introduction. They just want, I want English now. Please teach me now. No. You're wasting your time, and it shows that you're lazy and impatient. And that you don't understand the purpose of this app. The purpose of this app is not to find a free teacher. The purpose of this app is to find friends who you can exchange language with. That just means they help you, you help them. That would be one final tip I would say is instead of asking somebody, will you teach me English? Offer to teach them what your language is. You know, if you speak Chinese, then say, I can teach you Chinese. I can teach you Malaysian. I can teach you French. If you need that, please let me know. I'd be happy to help you. Now you're offering something to somebody else. That's a good way to start. Not just saying, hey, please teach me English. That's weird, you know? Introductions are very important, but it seems like a lot of people have forgotten that that's an important part of meeting people because of the internet. Everybody, like today, I started my live stream, and this guy, Den, who I don't know, who's from Ukraine, first thing he says is, hello, are you married? That's weird. That's weird. Who are you? I don't even know you. You haven't introduced yourself, and you're asking me a question like, are you married? Do you have children? That's weird, you know? You have to learn how to make an introduction first. Meet the person. Build a relationship. Then you can get favors from them. You can't just expect random strangers to just give you things. That's just not the way it works. Okay? Now I'm done with my rant.
I'm feeling it. Yeah, I'm feeling No, I mean like it's a good idea, to read their profile, but sometimes to initiate a conversation is kind of hard as well because maybe the people that we want to talk to, they don't put anything on their bio, so
Well,
it's
that's
kind of
true,
we
but the truth of the
second
matter
guess.
is that's right.
And then the second one, sometimes when we succeed,
No, go ahead. Tell me the second one.
yeah, and then the second one when the second one when let's say we succeed to initiate a
Uh-oh.
conversation, just open end up conversation done. So it was like, okay, am I interviewing you? Yeah.
Well, okay. So the first thing you
I don't
said
know how
about
to
they,
do
they
that.
don't have anything on their profile, you're right. That's a problem too. If you want to be on this app, write a profile. Write a profile, put up a picture, be a real person. You're not so special that you need to hide your identity. You're not that special. Nobody needs to worry that much. Put up a picture and write something about who you are, okay? We shouldn't be living in such a crazy paranoid world, all right? And no, if you don't have anything in your profile, I probably won't talk to you. And that's true for most people. So if you want people to talk to you, write a profile, people, okay? And then you're right. Sometimes carrying a conversation here can be difficult, meaning keeping it going. You're right. That can be difficult. And sometimes you talk to somebody for a day or a week or 2 weeks, and then suddenly they're gone. You're right, that's common, but that's the reason why you have to keep talking to as many people as you possibly can. So, what I would say is it's like fishing. When you go fishing, you don't just throw it out one time and then say, oh, I didn't catch anything, I should go home. No, you have to throw it out a lot of times. A lot of times, and sometimes you have to change the bait and use something else because maybe the fish don't like that bait, they'll like this bait instead. Being on the internet and trying to find somebody to talk to you, especially on Hello Talk, it's like fishing. You have to have patience, you have to have persistence, and you have to have the right bait. Okay? Yeah. It takes time. I've been on Hello Talk for more than 10 years, and I've been streaming here for more than 2 years, and
Wow.
I've talked to people in every single country in the world. So, yeah, I know all these things very, very well. But it just takes time and patience. And that's the way a friendship is. Friendships are valuable. You have to develop them, and you have to earn them, and you have to maintain them. You can't just be lazy. But a lot of people are just lazy.
Got it.
But Yuri,
see.
again, your English is great,
It's
and I think that you're doing very well. You seem very affable. Do you know that word? Affable is a word that means very friendly and easy to talk to. So I think that you'll do fine if you
Thank
just
you.
speak with enough people and find the right people. And you also have to understand that not everybody is actually worth talking to. Sometimes you meet somebody and you talk to them and you find out they're kind of a jerk. Like maybe you don't really want to talk to that person. So, and unfortunately, this app is also replete with means full of people. There's lots of guys here who treat this app like it's a dating app. Okay? And they just want to flirt with you. There's a ton of guys who do that. Now, here's the thing. Let me give you my own personal view about this. I don't have a problem with somebody flirting on this app, to be honest with you. I don't. But that's something that should happen after you make a friendship first. If you feel like, I think I like this girl, she's nice, whatever. Fine. Then after you get to know them and after you become friends, maybe something develops and you could flirt with them. But if you just come on this app and say, hey, baby, you look hot, like, then no, go away. Go, you're on the wrong app. Get a dating app. This is not a dating app. This is an app to make friendships around the world, not for you to practice your flirting. If you start off with some weird stuff like that, then you're going to get blocked and you're going to get removed. Now I've talked to lots of girls around the world on this app, and I know people. I even know one girl who got married to a Hello Talk friend.
Wow.
But that took time. They didn't just start, the guy didn't just say like, "Hey, you look hot." Like, that's just weird, man. And let me teach you an English idiom. This is a good one for the guys who are out there, okay? Desperation is a stinky perfume. Desperation is a stinky perfume. And if you start by saying like, "Hey, I think you're really sexy. Let's talk sometime." That's desperate. It stinks. It stinks. People are going to walk away from that because it's so stinky and desperate. Be a normal human being, be a gentleman, and start by talking to people normally. If you have a normal conversation and you develop a normal friendship, I don't have a problem with the idea that you could make a love connection here. You could. But that shouldn't be like, you're not going to find some chick who's just going to start flirting with you. What world do you live in that you think these girls are just going to start flirting with you if you start in 5 minutes with some really crazy stuff like, "Hey, send me your pictures"?
That's weird.
Yeah, I agree. It's really weird and desperate.
Uh-huh. I mean, like, I cannot denying what did you say, but yeah, there was a moment, like in my personal life, like someone tried to open the conversation using pickup line, like, "Hey, do you know what's the bees make?" And I said, "Honey," and then he just said, "Oh, yes, dear," like that kind of things,
Right. Now, look, sometimes a pickup line can be like a joke and it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But let me just say, if you start like that and then you build something after that, then that's okay. But if you start like that and then you just start being creepy is a great word to know too. Creepy. It means it gives you the creeps. To give you the creeps means it makes you feel weird, like, "Ugh, I don't know, I don't like this at all." Creepy. So again, sometimes a pickup line is kind of like a joke and it's kind of funny. Hey, did you fall down? Because I think you fell from heaven. Whatever, something like that. Some weird stuff like that. Okay, if you say some stuff like that as a joke to start things off, okay, that's fine. But then you have to be a normal person after that. Okay, so guys, I'm talking to you. If you actually want to talk to a beautiful woman, be a gentleman, number one, and don't be creepy, number two, and understand that these girls don't know you. If you want them to know you, you better act the right way, or they're never going to want to talk to you. And you just look pathetic and desperate and sad if you just start being creepy within 5 minutes. It's weird. Don't be so creepy. Like I said, I don't have any problem with people actually coming here and making some connections with some people romantically. I have no problem with that at all. If you're normal and polite and not creepy. Okay? Yeah. Like I said, I know people who have had relationships here, and I know one girl who got married from here. So it's possible, but not if you're just a weirdo. And there are a lot of them here, unfortunately. Guys, I'm talking to you.
You remind me of something, Teacher Mark,
What's
when
that?
you said, no, the pickup lines that you said about, "Hey, did you just fall from
Did
the
you fall?
heaven.
Because you look like you fell from heaven, something like that. I don't know. I was
Yeah,
just making something
like
up. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like it's supposed to be, oh, am I an angel? But like one
Right.
of my friends, she got this pickup line, and did you know that she replayed with, "What did you call me, Shaitan? Like, did you call me?"
Right, right. And then
So like
there's
having,
also
uh,
misunderstandings that can happen when you
yeah,
do that too. You know, if you because maybe they don't understand the joke, or maybe they don't understand the pickup line. Yeah, creepy is creepy. 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 So creepy, it means this. So to creep is a verb. So if you're like this, you're like looking around, like you're creeping. You're creeping around. So a creepy person is a person who makes you feel like they're lurking around and they're looking at you like this. That's creepy. You know, don't be creepy. So, you know, if you have your niece with you, you know, and she's 16 years old or 15 years old or something like that, and some older guy starts really looking at her like, "Hey, you know, that's creepy, man. That's creepy. Don't be creepy. Be a gentleman. It's something that is needed more in this world." Once you get to know somebody, then you get to know them and you can be whoever you want to be. But in the beginning, be normal. Don't be weird. That's my advice here, everybody. And for the girls, I've talked to so many girls who tell me about their bad experiences on Hello Talk. I've talked to many girls who have told me all about the weird stuff that they hear from guys on this app. And every time I hear it, I'm just like, what are you thinking, guys? What are you thinking? Why do you think that's going to work? It's not going to work. Not one girl in this world is going to talk to you when you act like a creep ball. Okay?
what does it mean?
Creep ball. Creep ball is just another way to say a creepy guy. It's just a slang term. Just a creep ball is a ball of creep. Yeah. Anyway, be normal. And here's what I tell people. Because sometimes guys message me on here and they say, how can I talk to a girl? How can I find a girl? You know? And here's what my advice to them is. Be interesting. If you're not interesting, then nobody's going to want to talk to you. So how can you be interesting? I tell them it's like being a flower. Why does the bee go to the flower? Because the flower is beautiful and smells good and has nectar. That's interesting to the bee. So if you want girls to talk to you, then you must be interesting. You must have something about you that makes you interesting. So I speak Chinese. That means I can talk to a lot of people. That means it's interesting. They say, why do you learn Chinese? That's interesting. I'm a drummer. I'm a musician. That's interesting. People want to know, what's that like? That's interesting. I cook. That's interesting. I've traveled. That's interesting. I have people around the world I've talked to. That's interesting. Be interesting and people will be interested. But if you're not interesting, then you have a problem. So if you think that you are a boring person, there's your problem. Don't be a boring person. Find things that are interesting and learn about them, and now you become interesting. It's simple as that. If you want people to be interested in you, then you must be interesting.
But some people here also they don't want to too open, and I think yeah, right.
Yeah. And again, I understand that because the internet has become this kind of place where there's a lot of scammers and there's a lot of things that you have to worry about. But the truth is, again, that what I would tell you is that's why you should slow down and get to know somebody first. Once you get to know them better, then you can be a little bit more open. Because the truth is, scammers have no patience. Scammers have no patience. So if you take your time and talk to them, they will leave. If they're not able to get the information they need within one day, they're not going to keep talking to you. They're going to go try to talk to somebody else. They have no patience. So you just have to be patient with them and weed them out. To weed them out means to get rid of the bad things, right? So like you're pulling weeds out of your garden, right? And so to weed them out, you just talk to them normally for a little while. And if they're creepy and they just want to flirt with you, then if you talk to them normally for a little while, they'll leave because you're not giving them what they want. And if they're a scammer, talk to them normally for a little while. And if they are a scammer, then they will leave because they have no patience. So, yeah, I know there are lots of people who are a little bit worried about being open on the internet, and there is some validity to that. It's you do have to be a little bit careful, but don't treat this place like everybody is a scammer. Not everybody is a scammer. I don't want to live in that world, to be honest with you. I don't want to live in that world. So, when people talk to me, yeah, they find out my real information. But the good thing is I'm not rich. So they can't really steal anything from me. I don't have much to steal. So I don't worry so much. Yuri, I hope you still heard me. The internet connection got bad, but Teacher Avina says here, this is an educational place, though. Well, but actually, it is and it isn't, Avina. I think that this is a place, I wouldn't call it an educational place, to be honest, because it's only an educational place if you actually have educators here. But the number of educators who are actually on here is very, very small. Okay? It's very few. Most of the people who are on here are just regular people. You can't really call them educators. They're just regular people. So it's a place where you can learn, but I wouldn't call it an educational place. It's an exchange app, a language exchange and cultural exchange app. That's what HelloTalk is. It's a language and cultural exchange app. Okay? So, it can be a place where you can learn, but it depends on the quality of the person who you meet and their ability to actually teach you. Okay? Well, Yuri, I hope you're still able to hear me. Alex here says, would I interpret the word skim? Yeah, skim means to read through something very quickly. Let me skim this book means to look at it very quickly without really reading with detail, okay? To skim over something is the verbal phrase form of it. But skim also is a word that we use when we're talking about, like when you're cleaning a pool, right? If you have a pool and you want to clean the top of the pool water, maybe there's some leaves on the top, then you use a skimmer and you clean it by pulling the stuff off the top. So the word skim, meaning to read, S-K-I-M, yeah, to skim reading means to look at it quickly just over the top and not deeply, right? You're just looking at the top of it, not deeply. Just like the real meaning of the word is to clean the top of something, not the entirety of it, right? So you're skimming the top. You're not cleaning the entire thing, okay? Skim reading, that's right. Okay, skim is S-K-I-M. Scam is different, but everybody listen to my voice. Scam, S-C-A-M, scam, and skim, S-K-I-M, skim. Okay? Yuri, I don't know what happened. I hope you're still there, Yuri. Okay, while I'm waiting for Yuri another minute here, I'm going to see if I can check out some comments here and make sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you for the gifts, guys. If I didn't see your gifts, I apologize. When I'm talking, I'm busy. We lost her. I guess the internet connection or the time ran out. But that was a nice conversation. That was a good one to start with. Okay, let me review some comments here and make sure that I didn't miss anything. Okay, let's see. Krupa means grace. Well, that's interesting. Okay, cool. Hello, Akana. Ohio. That's where I live, Ohio, the state of Ohio. Ohio, which sounds like Ohio, good morning in Japanese. Hello, Takuto. You want to learn present perfect sentences? Let me answer a few normal questions here, and I'll see if I can come back to that a little bit later if you're still here, Takuto, because that one takes a little bit of time to explain, and I need to bring up some pictures so you can see. Okay. Why do I wake up in the morning if I don't like mornings? Because I have an obligation to teach. That's why I wake up in the morning. Hello, Samaya. Do I believe in God? God believes in me, and that's all I need. And by the way, Kuti, you should be careful because, Kuti, one of the rules of Hello Talk is that you shouldn't talk to people about politics or religion here. Okay, so that's kind of crossing a line when you just start off by asking somebody if they believe in God or not, okay? Your relationship with your religion or your God is a completely personal thing, and I don't think that's something you should be talking with others about, certainly not until you know them very well, okay? Can I write it down? Tara, I'm not sure what you wanted me to write down, and I missed that a long while ago. Let's see. Ali, stall. That's the other meaning of stall. Stall can also be like a temporary place where people sell things. Like at a festival or at a fair or at a night market, there are many stalls where they have food or things to buy. Right? That's right. That's another, I wouldn't call it a grocery store usually. It's usually a temporary place where people sell things. That's a stall. Yes, I'm here early because I have to go early. My friend is going to be picking me up here probably in about 20 minutes, and I'm going to have to go to do some things with him. Hello, Yusuf. No, I'm not an IELTS examiner. Yes, Hugo, you have to interact with people. That's right. Difference between look at and look for. Look at means you're directly looking at something. Look for means that you're searching around for something. Look forward and look forward to are basically, well, look forward just means in the direction you're looking. I'm looking forward. Look forward to means that you are anticipating some event. You have positive feelings about something that's coming in your future. Okay, I look forward to meeting you means I have positive feelings about meeting you in the future. Okay? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Do we use a translator? I don't. Are you talking about now? No, but I mean, when you're talking about on Hello Talk, in general, I don't. Does speaking appropriately in the comments section while maintaining a focused listening experience help improve efficiency? Probably, yeah. Probably. Hello, Mohammed. Hello, Abby. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Unihub. Thank you for the gifts, everyone. Okay, I'm trying to catch up with the conversation here. Give me a minute. If you like a girl on Hello Talk, you should start by just getting to know her as a friend first. Any good relationship starts as a friendship, in my opinion. Okay, if you can't have a friendship with somebody, then why are you trying to be more than that? Lynn says it seems that's not a cultural difference. Bad men are the same everywhere. Kind of true. Kind of true, Lynn. Kind of true. Be patient. I'm trying to catch up. Thank you, Anna. My YouTube link. If you want my YouTube link, it's right there. And by the way, you can also go to my new website. Sign up on my new website, afiecenglish.com. Go to my website, please. I just started a new website last week. Please go there and sign up and follow. And if you really want to support me, then go to my new website. That's the best thing you can do. My YouTube is also on my website. So if you go to my website, you can find my YouTube and you can find my private lessons and everything. You can find out more about me too. Okay? Okay, I'm almost caught up. Hello, Quavo. How are you today? Hello, Lucy. Can we be friends? Sure, Anna. Rouge wants to know how to improve your English speaking. Well, you need to practice a lot. But Rouge, the best thing you can do is practice thinking in English. You don't get very many opportunities to practice speaking, but you have opportunities to practice thinking English all day, but you don't do it. If you want to speak well, you must think well first. So practice thinking every day in English, and then you will be able to speak much better. Okay? What books do I recommend for advanced level? I recommend anything that you're interested in reading at an advanced level. If you're advanced, then choose something you're interested in. That's it. That's all you need to do. Okay? Lala says I can speak English, but my pronunciation and spelling, I make mistakes. Well, it takes practice, Lala. Shouneng sheng chao. Jiao. Hello, Miguel. Good to see you, my friend. I'm okay. Will I teach you English? Abdulam, if you want to buy lessons from me, you can. Or you can follow me and learn a lot here. But if you want someone to actually teach you, if you want a teacher, then you must pay for it. Okay? Okay, what's the meaning of insidious? Insidious means very evil or deceitful. Okay, to be insidious means to be kind of a dark, evil thinking person. An insidious person is like that, or insidious motives means you don't have good motives. Your motives are evil and dark. Why do you forget English? Because you don't spend time thinking in English, Pac. Spend more time thinking in English and you won't forget it. Am I looking forward to anything? I'm looking forward to better weather. I'm glad that winter is over. Yes, Anna, I know it's evening there. It's morning here. What's the difference between special and especially? Well, especial is actually not a word. especially is a word. And special and especially are related. If I say this is very special, it means very amazing or uniquely interesting in some way. Okay? But when you say especially, it means very much that way. If I say he's especially smart, it means he's very smart. If I say I like reading mystery books, I especially like reading mystery books. That means I really like that. Okay? Hello from Peru. Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you, Mohammed. I appreciate that compliment. Okay, and Uruj Fatima, I see your comment, but I already answered it. Please don't write your comments more than once. There are many people here, okay? Let's see. My website, again, if you want my website, it's right here. Let me give it to you guys again. Get out of there. There we go. AFIEC English, AFIEC English, AFIEC English. That's my website. Okay? You're welcome, Abahel. I'm so confident when I'm teaching, that's because I've been teaching for a long time. Tell you interesting books on history with simple English terms. Let me see. There's a book I like called, let's see. One moment, I'm looking for it. I'm going to need to go soon too. My friend messaged me. I think he's going to be on his way. Actually, give me 1 second, everybody. Let me call him and make sure he knows that I'm ready. Let's try that again. One moment, everybody.
Hey man, what's up?
Hey, brother, did I miss you or?
No. I was just getting ready to leave.
Okay.
A couple minutes ago.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Take your time. I was just on my live stream and I just noticed your message, so I figured you'd probably be around 9:30. So yeah, it's cool. Take your time.
It's like 45 minutes to this place.
Oh, really? Oh, from you.
It's sorry, the garage door's open. It's about 45 minutes if I stop at your house.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, all right. I'm going to be wrapping up my stream here in a few minutes and I'll be ready. Okay. See it. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay. Nakash, why don't you send me a private message and I'll try to see if I can give you the names of some good history books later. I love history. I have many great history books, but I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. Okay? And Nakash, there are many, many questions. You have to be patient, my friend. I was trying to catch up with all the comments, okay? when I have a conversation, then there are many, many comments, and I try to go back and read them all so that I do reply to everybody, okay? What does vivid mean? Vivid, somebody said if you practice every day, your English will be vivid. I guess you could use it in that way. Vivid is a word that means your experience is extremely detailed in some way, or extremely colorful, or it's some extreme version of a sensation. So a vivid dream means a very clear dream that was really somehow very clear and detailed, right? If you say my speaking or your language is very vivid, I would think that means that you're able to use it in a very detailed or colorful way, okay? Okay, once again, please be patient. Go to my website and you'll find my YouTube. Okay, here's my website, AFIEC English. If you go to my website channel, then, or not website channel, if you go to my website, you'll find my YouTube channel, AFIEC English, AFIEC English, AFIEC English. AFIEC means a friend in every corner, a friend in every corner, AFIEC English, okay? Can I play your favorite song? I don't have time to play any songs now. I might come back and do a second live stream later in the afternoon when I come back from my little trip with my friend here. What's the difference between I have and I have got? Most of the time, no difference at all, Jacqueline. And sometimes you don't need the word got. There are many words in English that sometimes we just put them in there, but they don't necessarily have a added meaning, okay? I could say I have 10 minutes before I must go, or I have got 10 minutes before I must go. This is the same thing, okay? Could I explain the word ruck? Ruck is not a word. Where did you see that word? Oh, it is a word. Wow. Okay. I've never, ever seen that word in my life. I've never seen it used either. It could be a more it might be a British term. It looks like it's also a rugby term, a term in the game of rugby. But I don't play rugby, so I don't know. It says a large number or of quantity or mass. Yeah, but I'm not familiar with that word. I've never used it or seen it used before. Okay? Nakash, hi, Nakash. Be patient. Be patient, be patient, be patient. There are 114 people here. They're all trying to talk to me. Have you ever tried to talk to 100 people at the same time? It's not easy. Okay? So be patient, my friend. And Sala, I don't have time to talk to anybody else on my stage today because my friend is going to be here in just a few minutes, okay? So I'm just going to try to answer as many questions as I can. All right? Are there any things that I don't like in this app or I find missing? I think they should encourage learning more. I don't really like all the stickers and weird sticker stuff. I'm an adult man. All the stickers seem a bit silly to me. I mean, I get it if you're young and you're in your teens, okay. But if you're not in your teens, then the stickers things just seems weird. Just seems really weird to me. And honestly, I'll tell you, Kartik, the thing I think they should do is I think they should have fewer live streamers And I think they should just focus on the live streamers who are doing really well. You know, whoever's doing a professional job doing it, they should focus on supporting those people and allow for subscriptions to that channel, just that channel. So I would prefer if they had a way where you could just subscribe to my channel, which would allow you VIP access to my channel. Okay? That's what I think they should do. Instead of just letting anybody and everybody in the world turn on their camera, I don't think that's very valuable, and I think they have a lot of trouble because of it, because there's a lot of people who do rude or weird things, you know, and they don't take it professionally or very seriously. Okay? But when I turn on the camera, I'm always trying to do my best. Okay. Again, please be patient. The expression out of the weather, we don't say out of the weather, we say under the weather, Joyce. Under the weather is the expression we say when somebody is feeling sick. And there is an interesting story about it. The term under the weather comes from when you used to be on a boat a long time ago, if you were on a ship, okay? And if you were sick and it was raining, if it was raining and you were sick, they would tell you to get under the weather, which means that there was a part of the boat in the front of the boat that had a roof, and you could go under it and stay there to stay dry and warm. Well, dry, probably not warm, but that's where the term under the weather comes from. It's an old sailing idiom. So to be under the weather means you feel sick. Now, if I say I'm a little under the weather today, it means I'm a little sick today. But the term comes from an old sailing metaphor, sailing idiom. Okay? And once again, everybody, if you want my YouTube, here, impatient people. No, sorry, that's my website. Go to my website and then go to my YouTube. All right? Okay. It's okay, Nakash, but just be patient, man. Just be patient, okay? I'm doing my best. How can you improve your pronunciation in a short time? Get private lessons from a teacher who can help you. Okay? And over in my YouTube, let's see. Hello, Flavia. And can I elaborate on the word emerge? To emerge means to come out from something. So if I say a leader has emerged, that means a person who has come out of the group of people has become a leader, somebody you can follow, okay? If I say it's emerging from the water, it means coming up out of the water, okay? Could I tell you the meaning of, do you mean cosmic? Cosmic, C-O-S-M-I-C, cosmic? Hello, Leonardo, from Fort Wayne. Oh, I remember you now, Leonardo. How are you, my friend? Good to see you again. Hello, Erica. What does rush mean? To rush means to do something quickly. So if I say I'm in a rush, that means I'm late, so I must do everything quickly. If I say don't rush when you study English, it means slow down and take your time. Don't go too fast, okay? So rushing is going fast or too fast somehow, okay? Okay, and again, I wish I had more time to speak with people on my stage today, but I have a friend who's going to be here in just a few minutes to pick me up, okay? And can I speak Chinese? 我不会说中文 你要我说什么？我觉得我不可以，不行。Hello, Mata. Dobreva.我住在美国，我是美国人。我住在你知道那个俄亥俄州吗？我住在俄亥俄州，就是在美国中部。对呀，Ohio。我是英文老师，同时也是我是鼓手，我也是厨师，cook。That's right, the state of Ohio. And when people ask me, what is my job? 我的工作是我。My job is being me. My job is being me. That's my job. Your job should be being you. There's only one you. Be that person. That's a good job. Anyway,